Don't move to Ogden. Here's the top reasons why people shouldn't move here. The worst things about Ogden. Number one, I would say, is the traffic. Ogden can be great hopping over to 89 or the highway or getting over the canyon to go to Eden. But there's a lot of events that happen in Ogden. There's a lot of construction that happens that clogs up traffic. A lot of people come into Ogden to go to like Weber State. Oh, like Weber State's graduation that they have. That clogs up Harrison like no other. There's a ton of traffic because of the graduation, everyone trying to get into the D Event Center and then to get out that evening. Yeah, it's a terrible time to try to drive through the area. Or like if they have the farmer's market going on, you're not going to get down 25th Street because they close it off. Or the different events like the marathon they close down a bunch of streets for the marathon. I mean, those are just the events that happen. There's also construction always going on the roads, updating lights, different things. Like right now, actually, it's hard to get over the canyon because the little road that goes around the golf course is closed off because they're updating it. Or just in general, like I was saying, with people commuting in, you get a lot more traffic because it's a city. So more people are coming in. There's more cars, more people traveling around there. So certain times of day are hard to get through. So if you're someone who doesn't like traffic, doesn't want to wait in the big old traffic line, if it's 5 o'clock and all the schools are getting, if it's 3 o'clock and all the schools are getting out, then this isn't the city for you. You shouldn't move here. You got to plan a little bit of time into your commutes or driving around, or know what times of day are good to drive to this area and what times you need to drive the other route. So if you don't like figuring out all the traffic, don't come to Ogden. Go to a different city. Go to up to like North Ogden or something, somewhere that the traffic's a little bit better for you. Now, the other reason I commonly hear about Ogden is the pockets of Ogden, the stigmatisms that have kind of carried over from old Ogden and these communities that haven't quite yet been updated, these blocks and areas. Because Ogden, it's an older city. For a long time, there's a stigmatism about Ogden kind of being trashier or not the nicest. Well, we've done a lot to clean it up, to improve neighborhoods, to get some crime out. But there's pockets of Ogden still that aren't the best, that I wouldn't recommend people going to late at night. The police know of the areas, they patrol them. I would generally say they're safe, but in general, you also need to be wise about the neighborhoods you stay out of. So there's these pockets that you really should stay away from. And probably in purchasing a house, if you're moving to Ogden, yeah, that's not a wise investment to go and purchase a place. You can get it for cheap, but not a wise investment purchasing a place in one of these pockets that isn't the nicest. There's some great areas and some bad areas. So if that bothers you and you're just concerned about that, then don't move here. You know, that's a common concern and a very valid one, that you don't want to live somewhere that has a poor community or just not the nicest area. There's a lot of crime. I wouldn't say Ogden's terrible. There's great places to live, and there's also places that I wouldn't recommend. You need to know the area. You need to know the landscape of the area, where's good and where's somewhere you should stay away from. So talk to a local, talk to me that knows those kind of unspoken boundaries of the blocks that you should stay out of. Because it's a city. I mean, that's typical for most cities. One of the worst things I would say about Ogden is those pockets, but it's improving. The other thing with Ogden, like I was saying, it's an older community. We've been here a long time. Ogden, it was established as kind of the railway train yards, and everything kind of grew around it into this bigger city. Because of that, we have a lot of older homes. That's the other reason I would say people don't like it, is the older homes. There's folks who don't want to do updating, don't want to do repairs. They want something newer. They don't want to deal with the smaller floor plans. That's Ogden, basically. We got a lot of bungalow houses, a lot of stuff that was built like 1950, some older, some a little bit newer, but I'd generally say, 10, 20 years around 1950. That's most of the homes over Ogden. So if that's something you don't like, you don't want to go into a house planning on fixing it up, updating the wiring, or let's see, what else do you have to do in an older house? Updating the flooring, the cosmetics of it, getting rid of the shag carpet. If that's not you, if you don't want to do all of that, then don't move here. You're gonna have a hard time finding a place that you don't have to do something on. We're not building a whole lot of new construction in the city. There's some areas that we have new construction going on. You have to pay for it though. You're gonna pay premium for it because most of it is up on the hillside where it's a little harder to build new houses. If you want to come off the East Bench, you're going to have older houses though, 1950, 1960, somewhere around there. Sometimes it's a little bit bigger, but most of the time it's smaller square footage too, because that's how they built them back in the day. The plus side to it is you get the old construction, all that craftsman construction to the places. But if that's not you, if you want a new house, then you need to go out west, basically, where they're building everything. Ogden is expanding that way, down like 12th Street, building new houses that way. But the main city, old homes. A lot of old homes in the main city of Ogden. So that's basically it. Those three things. If those three things don't line up with you, then don't move here. That traffic, those pockets, and the old houses. If you want to find an area that matches what you want and lines up with all your checklists, the perfect area for you with the perfect homes, let me know. We'll find a community that works for you, or find a pocket of Ogden that works for you if you really love the city that much. More than likely, though, if you don't like the old houses or you don't like the pockets and sometimes the rough neighborhoods, then you need to go somewhere else. We need to find a different area around here. And I can find you those off-market places where you can get a really good deal on those nice areas that charge premiums because people want to live there so much. Why don't we figure out how to get into those neighborhoods without anyone else knowing that there's a house for sale? Let's figure that out. So give me a text or call down below and we'll set you up. Have a great day.